afternoon. Welcome for today's pre-bid conference under Section 51 of RA 12009, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act, its implementing rules and regulation, to be conducted by the members of the BAC and DPWH for the project 26GF 00001, purchase of portable weigh-in motion, WIM systems, with PR number 2026-06-106 dated June 29, 2026, DPWH Regional Office 5, Old Airport Road, Barangay 48, Cruzada, Legazpi City. Before we proceed, please be informed that this activity cannot be conducted by the DPWH YouTube channel because of technicality. Hence, the BAC should record the same and upload once available through the Public Affairs Information Service of this office. Before we continue with the presentation of the requirements for the project at hand, allow me to introduce to you the following, starting with myself as the BAC chairperson, Attorney Nina M. Pataga, also the Chief of the Right of Way Acquisition and Legal Division. On my right is Dr. Maria Chidora Pilo Santas, BAC Vice Chairperson, Chief of the Administrative Division, Engineer Arnel L. Samson, BAC Provisional Member, Chief of the Maintenance Division, Engineer LDM Nasayaw, BAC Head DPWH, also the Assistant Chief of the Construction Division, Ms. Gina M. Bolon, BAC Provisional Member from the Administrative Division. So, to present to us eligibility requirements as well as the technical and financial components of the procurement project, I call on Engineer Mariel.
Legal documents, updated Philjob Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership, Mayor's or Business Permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired Mayor's or Business Permit, the official receipts proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit should be accepted and updated in the Philjob Platinum Registration, which is also deemed temporarily expired by GPT Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. The updated Philjob registration shall be submitted in the technical document component of the bid to be considered eligible. The renewed Mayor's or Business Permit shall also be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 63.2 of the IRR of RA 12099. The same shall apply to other Class A eligibility documents. Other Class A legal documents. Statement of ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts. SLCC is greater than or equals 50% of contracted bid. Income tax return of the preceding year filed and paid in accordance with the latest BIR registrations. Computation of net financial contracting capacity. For Class B documents, if applicable, valid joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence. In the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid, stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA. In the event that the bid is successful, shall be included in the bid, and information provided therein are true and correct. Other technical requirements: if joint venture agreement, bid securities applicable, bid securing declaration, technical specifications, production or delivery schedule, warranty certificate, brochures of offered equipment or goods, omnibus warrant statement. For financial requirements, duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities or breakdown, comprised of the narrative bid form that has a signature in every page, and price schedule for goods offered, recurring and maintenance cost if applicable. Further instructions and clarifications on the submission of eligibility, technical and financial documents. Similarly, use the uploaded new omnibus warrant statement format that contains addendum and gloss pertaining to the declaration of non-inclusion in the blacklist, and an additional declaration as clause 10 pertaining to the advance payment. Review documents to be submitted to avoid ineligibility and non-compliance of bid. Check the validity of permits, licenses, registrations, and clearances. Check the completeness as to form and substance of the bid security. affidavits, declarations, and other notarized documents. In the event of any expired Class A documents, the PhilJob's Platinum registration and membership certificate is also deemed temporarily expired until such time that the expired document is updated in the PhilJob's Brgy Resolution 15-2021, dated 14th of October 2020. Preliminary examination of bids should be conducted in accordance with Section 59 of the IRR of RA 009. Bids that fail to include any requirement from the checklist or are incomplete or patent insufficient shall be considered as failed. Further instructions and clarifications on the submission of technical and financial documents. Detailed evaluation of bids shall be in accordance with Section 64 of the IRR of RA 009. Bids shall be checked for completeness, arithmetical corrections will be performed with confirmation of errors, and omissions will be corrected to enable proper comparison and equal footing of all eligible bids. In case of discrepancies between bid prices and in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. Erasures, interlineation, overwriting, and alterations in any document should be signed or initialed by the authorized managing officer. The resulting total after correction of errors and omissions, if there are any, shall be considered as the corrected bid. Award shall be made to the submitted bid price or its calculated corrected bid price, whichever is lower. Bidders were reminded of the recurring and maintenance costs, which caused the failure of bidding in the procurement of goods. Bidders are also reminded that recurring maintenance costs refers to cost that will be incurred after warranty to restore the equipment into its good running condition. Brief explanations on the criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. Post-qualification shall be conducted in accordance with Rule 10, post-qualification of the IRR of RA 009. The verification, validation, and certifiable statements made in documents submitted by the bidder with lowest calculated bid using non-discretionary criteria stated in the bidding documents covering the legal, technical, and financial requirements. Persons who will be submitting motion for reconsideration, if there is any, must present authorization in the form of special power of attorney or secretary certificate which is applicable. The provisions of the IRR of RA 009 and the DPWH Procurement Manual 2, infrastructure, goods and services shall govern the procurement. In instructions on the purchase of bidding documents, only the owner of the firm or the authorized representatives with special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, shall be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters and purchase bidding documents per DO 176 series of 1993 and as reiterated in DO 187 series of 2001. The authorized representatives issued with STA or secretary certificate shall be required to present two valid IDs, valid government IDs, and a printed copy of the document request list from the PhilJob's posting of the contract to the bid showing the name of their firm. The bank secretariat will not be responsible for the failure by the bidder to pay the bidding document in time, for the bid dropping due to late arrival, delayed processing of the order of payment, and late payment of the bidding documents. Only the bank